What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports, back again with another one. Tonight, the NBA play-in start. We have some great matchups on Tuesday and some good matchups on Wednesday. The first game is going to be the Los Angeles Lakers, led by LeBron James and Anthony Davis, if he plays. They'll be taking on the New Orleans Pelicans, led by Zion Williamson, who is enjoying his most productive season and his most healthy season, as he, the last several years, has been going through it as far as having the injury bug. But he's back on the court, and him along with CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram, who was out for a while, he's back, and he is an integral part that they're going to have to integrate it back into their starting lineup. And he's a guy that needs touches. Him and Zion, they're kind of similar guys. They don't play well without the ball. They're ball dominant type of guys. So it's going to be interesting to see how head coach Willie Green implements Brandon Ingram, because they were playing some good ball before he came back. They were playing some good ball, man. They went to Golden State and won. They went to Portland and won. That's not a great win, but it's still on the road. These are all road wins. They went to Sacramento and won, and they went to Phoenix and won. So 3 of those 4 teams are in the playoffs, or in the play-in that they defeated. But the last time they played the Lakers, and they got mollywopped, got destroyed, got dismantled, got dissected like a frog in biology class, man. It was ugly, and it's been ugly 2 other times before that, as the Lakers have beat them 3 out of 4 times this season. 3 of the 4 games have been by 20 or more points. So when you talk about a team has another team number, you're talking about the Los Angeles Lakers, to this point, have the New Orleans Pelicans number. Now, this will be a 7th seed in New Orleans Pelicans taking on an 8th seed in Los Angeles Lakers. Now, if the playoffs was like it used to be, the Lakers will be getting ready to play the Oklahoma City Thunder, who is the number 1 seed in the West. But it's not like it used to be. It's what we call right now going on is a play-in. We got the 7 versus 8, and we got the 9 versus 10. The 7-8 winner will be the 7th seed and will take on defending champions Denver Nuggets. The loser of that will take on the winner of the 9-10 matchup, will be followed right after the Lakers and Pelicans, which will feature 9th-seeded Sacramento Kings taking on 10th-seeded Golden State Warriors. So the loser of Pelicans Lakers take on the winner of Kings Warriors. So if you win, you're going to take on the defending champion Denver Nuggets. If you lose, then you're in a March Madness style matchup versus the winner of Sacramento and Golden State. So you're in a March Madness win or go home type of scenario. So what will the Lakers do? Will the Lakers say we don't want no smoke because the Denver Nuggets have our number? They beat us 8 straight times. We ain't trying to see them in a 7-game matchup. We rather try to push that can down the road, take our chances with Oklahoma City, lose to the Pelicans, a team that we destroyed 3 out of 4 games, and take our chances to win a home game versus the Sacramento Kings and or the Golden State Warriors. See, the problem with that is the Sacramento Kings own you by just as bad as the Denver Nuggets own you. They beat you 4 straight times. You have no answer for De'Aaron Fox, who holds a grudge for you taking LaMelo Ball over him when they both came out of college. He's always looking to put that stake through your heart and remind you that, why did you pick this guy over me? I am a much better player. I always was and always will be a better player than LaMelo Ball. Look at what I've done for the Sacramento Kings. I'm a multi-time All-Star, and you chose to bring this guy in thinking he was going to be the next Magic Johnson, and it turned out he was the next Tragic Johnson. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. But LeBron James got to be thinking, man, because LeBron James was not a fan of this new playoff system with the play-in. He was not a fan of this, and I know he probably thinking like, damn, man, we shouldn't even have to play the play-in, man. If it was under the old rules, we'd be getting ready to play Oklahoma City. And they still could play Oklahoma City if they lose to the Pelicans. And a lot of their fans are saying they need to go and take this game against the Pelicans so they could take on Oklahoma City, a team that they would be playing under the old system. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. Do the Lakers want to smoke with the Denver Nuggets? Now, there's a lot of pros and cons. The pros say, yeah, you want to play the Nuggets. You don't want to take a chance in a one-and-done scenario with Steph Curry or De'Aaron Fox, guys that have burned you already this season. You don't want to be in that type of situation. But do you want to beat the Pelicans and take on the Denver Nuggets, a team you lost 8 straight times to, a team that swept you in the Western Conference Finals last season? It's one of them damn if you do it, damn if you don't scenarios, in my opinion. But I do think the Lakers need to take care of business, especially when you talk about Anthony Davis, a guy that's known to get hurt. A guy that every time he hits the floor, you holding your breath thinking he ain't going to be able to get back up right. And when he do get back up, he going to have some kind of injury that takes him out of the game. You don't want to be in that type of scenario in a one-and-done versus De'Aaron Fox or Steph Curry. That's another thing with the Kings, man. Sabonis owns Anthony Davis. He has never lost to Anthony Davis. Has outplayed him every chance they played against each other. Every chance he's got, he's outplayed Anthony Davis. That's a tough matchup for AD. De'Aaron Fox is a tough matchup, man, because they don't have nobody that can guard him. You know. D'Angelo Russell show can't check him. And Reeves, who's probably their best perimeter defender now that Vanderbilt is out, he can't check him either. So it's a tough matchup. The one thing about the Sacramento Kings, they are without 2 of their core players. Herder is out, and the 6th Man of the Year candidate Malik Monk is out. So they're not the same team that destroyed the Lakers 4 straight times during this past season. They're a different team, but they still have the 2 guys that really unanswerable as far as being questions that are being solved by the Los Angeles Lakers. Anthony Davis can't do nothing with Sabonis, and Reeves or D'Lo, whoever else you want to throw him, can't do nothing with De'Aaron Fox, who holds a vendetta against the Los Angeles Lakers organization for choosing LaMelo Ball over him when they both came out of college. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. I think it's going to be a close game tonight, but I do think if Anthony Davis plays, the Lakers should win the game. But I think it's going to be a very, very competitive game. I don't think it will be the same as it's been going on for 3 of the 4 games where the Lakers have clearly shown that they're the superior team, beat them twice. One of them games was in that in-season tournament semifinals, if I'm not mistaken. They blew out the Pelicans. LeBron shut down Zion Williams, and Zion Williams has problems dealing with LeBron, because LeBron has the physicality that can deal with Zion Williams and his style of play as far as banging, and using his physicality to get to the rim. And then if he able to get to his spot, he still got to finish over Anthony Davis, who's very, very long, and his length bothers Zion Williamson. So this is a tough matchup for New Orleans Pelicans' best player, because they got somebody that can bang with him in LeBron James, and they got somebody that gives him a hard time as far as finishing at the rim with his length and the athleticism in Anthony Davis. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. But I'm expecting the Lakers to win this game tonight, and I believe that they will have a much better chance to get the Denver Nuggets in the first round, because the first round is more days off. The Lakers will be fresh instead of a potential matchup down the road where you're not going to have as many days off in between games, and you're not as fresh. You're more tread off the tire. You're the much older team. Your chances of defeating a team that has your number, the Denver Nuggets, would be much smaller than it would be in the first round, say compared to playing them maybe in the Western Conference Final. That would be the case if you fall to the 8th seed, beat OKC, and beat the winner of the Mavericks-Clippers series, and Denver wins their first 2 rounds. That would be the matchup in the Western Conference Finals instead of the matchup with the Denver Nuggets in the first round if you defeat the New Orleans Pelicans tonight. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. That Denver Nuggets lost to the San Antonio Spurs last week threw a monkey wrench in the whole situation. I know the New Orleans Pelicans, they was trying to finish the 6th seed, and they thought they'd probably either be playing Minnesota Timberwolves or the Oklahoma City Thunder, which will be much more favorable matchup than taking on the defending champion and best player in basketball, Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. But they got beat by the Lakers, and the Lakers have had that number, and they fell to the 7th seed, and now they're looking at a potential matchup with Denver Nuggets if they defeat the Los Angeles Lakers. I know the Lakers were sitting there thinking, okay, with the Nuggets losing to the Spurs, we're looking at either Minnesota or OKC in the first round. More likely OKC in the first round. And that wasn't the case, as Minnesota lost to Phoenix. OKC destroyed Dallas. Dallas didn't play nobody. Luka didn't play. Kyrie Irving didn't play. And then the Denver Nuggets took care of business with Memphis. And therefore we got OKC at 1, Denver at 2, and Minnesota at 3. And that was a scenario that I'm sure New Orleans Pelicans or the Denver Nuggets, New Orleans Pelicans or the Los Angeles Lakers, especially after the Denver Nuggets lost to the San Antonio Spurs, thought would play out. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. Follow me on Facebook, JB Sports. Follow me on TikTok too. Follow me on all the different internet streams and apps. But like, share, and subscribe to JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. And I holla.